So, in order to research for an upcoming film project, I decided to watch all of the Exorcist films.
Oh, how many?
Cool.
So, there are 6 Exorcist films. You got the original, you've got Exorcist 2, The Heretic, you've got Exorcist 3. You have 2 different prequels that were with that's a whole complicated issue. And then Exorcist Believer, which I haven't rewatched because I don't want to. um,
A secondary question: how many contain tubular bells?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think. No, Exorcist 2. Does it use. I don't remember. I want to say both 2 and 3 use it very briefly. Two's got its own theme that it overuses. Um,
Fair enough.
um, it's. I will say it is a fascinating franchise because the best sequels in it are the ones that are trying to be as different from the original as possible. Like three is easily the best sequel. Like there is no question about that. Um and I don't even love it as much as a lot of people do, but like it is unquestionably better than any of the other sequels. Um Exorcist 2 has commonly been regarded as one of the worst sequels ever made, and I think it's the 4th best out of the 6. I mean, it's
Oh God.
awful, don't get me wrong. But for but Believer is just boring. Exorcist 2 is at least bad in a fun way sometimes. Particularly with Richard Burton's performance. Uh and I couldn't remember, but then I ended up rewatching the kill count. He was drunk for a lot of filming. Um and it shows. Um yeah, it's like Exorcist 2 has its weirdness and is just dumb. Exorcist 3 is weird in a more intentional and good way because it's it's a murder mystery
Oh,
with supernatural elements that the studio then forced to have more connections to The Exorcist. Um and then there's the prequels. Um so originally when they were making the prequel, they hired Paul Schrader to direct, who um most notably, oh, actually I didn't even realize this makes perfect fucking sense that he directed First Reformed as well. I didn't even realize that, but that makes perfect sense. Um he also Jacob, for reference, he Paul Schrader wrote the screenplay for Taxi Driver. That was one of his earliest
oh,
films.
oh.
Which obviously you and I did not care for. But he's gone on to do a lot more since then. Um and Yeah, he was hired to direct the Exorcist prequel, and he finished his version, and the studio was like, no, we don't like this. We're gonna bring on a different director to do it differently. Um, and so I don't even remember who they brought on to do the. So who? So they brought on Rennie Harlan, who I don't know. I don't know what else he's done. Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street 4. that
Oh,
that's interesting. And Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger, Cutthroat Island, oof. Deep Blue Sea, wow. Okay, this guy's got a weird filmography. And the Strangers movies, okay. Or the new ones. Ooh, which I heard that first new one is not good. Anyway, so they brought on this guy to direct a new version of the prequel that was released as Exorcist: The Beginning, to abysmal reviews and not a particularly good box office return. And so after that movie failed, the studio was like, okay, fine, we'll release Paul Schrader's version, which got slightly better reviews. They released it as Dominion, prequel to The Exorcist. And yeah, it's a weird situation. Because also, I mean, the Exorcist: The Beginning, terrible. Dominion, honestly, decent. Like, it was okay. And it's, I thought it was going to be more of a Justice League situation where they sort of, like, they're the same plot, really, and it's just like, oh, like, this was his original vision, and they were like, nah, we'll do this other one, and then, okay, we'll release your version now. But no, they are two very different films. The only similarities between the two really are the setting. Stellan Skarsgård as a young Father Merrin, and like a couple other cast members carry over between the two versions. When they did the Exorcist: The Beginning, they recast they did a complete rewrite, different director, as I mentioned, and then they kept some of the same characters but recast them, and then just added a bunch of different characters and removed a bunch from Dominion. Like, it's very weird.